Hi, this is Derek Murphy. I'm up here in southern Bulgaria in the mountains in this Airbnb we rented, and I want to do this Guerrilla Publishing course up here. I'm going to try to make all the videos in one day. Part of what I'm focused on in this course is producing a lot of content quickly and then getting your books out there as well as you possibly can. So a lot of things like book design, book marketing, launching your book, but instead of doing all of the things that most people talk about, I'm just going to focus on the few things that I use when I launch my fiction or my nonfiction books, the things that really work after I've published quite a few books, and I did a lot of experiments. Let me go outside and I'll try to turn this around. So I'm not sure how the lighting is over here, but basically this course, I just launched my first course on marketing, which did pretty well. It sold out in the first 48 hours. I'm making two more. The first one's a 21-day author platform, which will really build your author platform in a way that will bring traffic and put your marketing on autopilot, so you can really just focus on writing your books and forget about marketing, because your system will work for you. That's important, but I don't really focus on the practical stuff about publishing, which I know most authors have some trouble with. There's just so many things to do, and there's a lot of overwhelm when you finish your book, and now you want to think about editing, formatting, book design, marketing, and launching. Marketing and launching are a little different, I think, but basically marketing is putting your book out in front of the right readers, or having your readers become aware of your book, and then positioning your offer in a way that makes it valuable enough that they buy it from you. That's marketing. What I don't like is marketing or advertising that takes a lot of time or effort, or that you have to keep doing. Like if you're paying someone else to market for you, or publisher, or a book promoter or something, you're not building up your own platform, so you're always going to have to pay the same amount of time or money to reach the same number of readers. Whereas if you're building your own platform, it'll always take less time and less money to reach the same readers, because your platform will develop and grow. So that's what I focus on, 21-day author platform. This course, like I said, on the one hand, it focuses a little bit more about the practical details, and one of the things I want to do in this course is actually walk you through publishing a nonfiction and a fiction book. They're pretty similar, but there are some differences. So I want to actually go through and show you how I build a platform from zero that's big enough to launch a book to #1 in my category, but also the design and distribution and marketing and everything that really goes into making a successful fiction or nonfiction book. So there'll be kind of two tracks, and then I'll also have just the basic crash course to publishing a book and launching a book. Launching just means, your book is live, you try to tell people about it, you try to boost your bestseller, rank up to #1 in your category so that you get some more visibility, and then you want to stay there as long as possible so that it earns without sinking or disappearing. What most authors will do is they'll do a launch, they'll get as high as they can, and then it'll disappear and it'll become invisible in a few weeks, and then you just have to spend time and money on advertising. So maybe you haven't launched your book yet and you're worried about these things, or maybe you've already launched your book and you're already at that point where sales have slowed down and you don't know what to do next. You don't know how to solve the problem and get more visibility in sales. Those are things that this course will help with, and this is kind of a sister course to the 21-day author platform, which also has great material, but it's probably longer and more involved. So this course, I hope, will be a little shorter and to the point. I'll focus on the most amazing hacks to get a lot of visibility or traffic with very little time or money spent. So really just, I've put together like a one-page cheat sheet that I'm going to be using for my next fiction book, and you'll have access to that. So instead of like everything you possibly need to learn to market your books, it's just going to be the crash course, basic, simple stuff, so that you can learn how to do everything you need to do very quickly without getting distracted by all the options out there, or the author overwhelm, which is pretty common. So let me show you this view one last time. I hope to be doing more writing retreats in the future, so I'm checking out these places. Next month we're going to Ireland, and then we'll be in France at a castle for November. So I plan to do like very little client work and really just make some courses that'll help authors, and then just focus on my own writing. So if that stuff sounds good to you, like I said, my other course sold out really quickly, so when this is available, if you want it, you should get in pretty fast, because it's probably going to sell out again as soon as I email my list. So thanks a lot. Bye-bye.